Hi guys, this is Just. Before we get started, just want to let you know, one, I will not be doing the 2024 yearly for all signs. I will be doing the 2-month future predictions read for January and February for each sign. So if you're interested in that, do look out for that reading. Hopefully I'll have it up before the first week of January, so do look out for that. Second, if you're interested in your own personal full year reading for 2024, check out the website. There you'll find a bunch of information about how it's all done. See if it works for you. And I'll also be putting up the one question promotional reading. So if you just have a one question, a burning one question, you can now purchase that for a nominal fee as well. That's been off this website for quite some time. It's back on. A lot of people have emailed me about it. So now that will be back up there. It's not on now. I'm sorry. It will be put on there. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up in preparation of the top of the year. Let's get into your yearly. Let's get into the reading. And we're going to focus on Aries. And this is just a general messages of what's happening now. And if there's anything else you need to know, I'll be letting you guys know that too. Let's get into Aries. Well, right now is not the time for you to be making any major changes that's going to be life altering for some of you Aries out there. You may be more wiser. And for some of you, you're coming in kind of feeling like, this year has been a bit of a doozy. You've had your ups, you've had your downs, you've had a lot of accomplishments, but it seems like there's some things in your life that you may need to change. You may need to take on a different way of understanding. And you guys are kind of taking the time to do that. So that's really good. Here's what it looks like to me. For some of you, you could be thinking about, again, changes as it relates to family, personal life. Now, for some of you, you do have a family structure here that can be a bit challenging. There's been hurt feelings across the board. A lot of people are looking at their emotions and what's been happening to them personally and not how can we fix this? Where did I go wrong? Let me put myself in your shoes type of thing. And that should be done. Unfortunately, it's because of ego, for hurt feelings. It makes it hard for you or your family members or whoever this group of people or others are, that makes it very difficult in coming back together again. So I do see that as well. Now, you're going to be taking a step back as you assess things, and you will be working behind the scenes. If some of you work in the arts, then you'll find that you're super duper busy, more busy than usual, or you're just cranking out a lot of shit. Like you're cranking out a lot of work. A lot of work behind the scenes can get taken care of, cranked out, and you may become more enamored with your work, especially if it's your own business. Especially if you have your own business, you may find yourself really focused at business, working a lot, cranking a lot out, having a lot of energy. I don't know if Mars is in Capricorn, because usually that's what happens when Mars is in Capricorn. So you will find yourself working a lot more behind the scenes before you just make moves. And that would be a smart thing to do. The work environment, for some of you, your work environment could be very challenging. Okay, you may feel either you have a couple of jobs or a couple of streams of income and you're still trying to keep all the balls in the air, which you may find, Aries, that it's going to be difficult to do just that. It's going to be difficult to keep all the balls in the air. It's going to be difficult because you'll find yourself giving more attention to one versus the other. And then the other one will drop down. So trying to keep the balls balanced will be a challenge. You may find it to be an issue at the workplace with a superior, somebody at the workplace. It could be a problem with them. Excuse me. And I do feel like you may have people at the workplace, a supervisor that could be a bit disingenuous, is very strategic in how they choose employees, how they give to people. It may be some unfair practices happening there at the workplace. But they want inclusion. They want balance. They want you to be generous with your time, your energy, and your efforts, that sort of thing. And some of you may feel like you haven't been getting paid properly or being treated the way that you need to. So there definitely could be some of you Aries leaving this job. For some of you, your supervisor may be laying people off and letting people go. Okay. For some of you, it could be you, but it also could very well be people around you. If you have your own business, I definitely see you getting clear, as I said, very clear. And if you had any issues with loved ones or a love situation, that's getting cleared up too. So you'll be able to devote more time, energy, and effort toward business, especially if you're an Aries woman. You're going to get really serious about business and what you need to do and get out of your head, get out of your heart rather, and get out of your emotions and really start to make some changes. This is a great time to do some auditing. This would be a great time for those of you to go through your books. Like I said, do auditing and do any of your paperwork. Great time to do that now, Aries single ladies, or Aries period, not just single ladies, Aries period. Now, let's get into if you have your own business. I'm sorry, I just said that. If you're unemployed, a job will come for you. It will come for you, and you will be jumping on it. I want to see. It's a place you could stay. It's a place you could stay. It's a place that you can grow. But I have to tell you, Aries, this is an environment where they don't like a lot of drama. It's a very quiet, it's a very subdued environment. The people there, they fashion themselves to be very kind and caring and sweet. That's what they consider themselves as. And that's how they approach situations. So you can come across a bit abrasive, a little bit much, but I do feel like you're going to settle in and you'll settle down. This is a place you can be for quite some time. If you're looking for work and you get an opportunity, Aries is what it looks like here to me. Let's get into love. Aries single ladies, you're in your head about a lot of shit, a lot of stuff. I feel that for some of you, you may be scared to tell your friends, your family, if you have. They may have been trying to get through to you here. You may find that you need some help. For some of you Aries single ladies, I can only pick up what I'm getting, guys. So I don't know who this energy relates to, but that's who I'm talking to. Whoever this energy relates to, where mentally she's all in her head. She has now become a full-on prisoner. This is not, you're just overthinking. No. This person, because this is something that's stewed. This has been going on for quite some time. And now she's numb. She's beyond numb. She is affected by it, but she thinks that she's numb, but she's not numb. So whoever you are, Aries single ladies, this is not anything to laugh, smile, joke about. This is something very serious, because whomever you are with, I feel because this person may do things to sabotage this relationship so much and so often. And for some of you Aries ladies, there may even have been an issue of you going through some trauma early on in life that you kind of can attract this to some extent, is what it looks like to me. And I'm talking about Aries single ladies. So it's saying for you to, because I feel like you need some advice. One, it's saying that, and it keeps going back to this, to get focused on something that you like, you love. Get out of your head about the noise in the background, because there's a lot of noise in the background. Even if some of you single ladies are still trying to get over a cheater, a manipulator, someone who's done you wrong, it's saying get focused on something that you like, you love, that you can kind of lose yourself in, because that is going to help pull you out of this place, right, of imprisonment. Aries single men. Well, you also have a message. So this is just one of those, let me give you some advice. Aries single men. Right now, you can come across, honestly, very bitter, very bitter. Okay. And this is a cycle for some of you. For some of you, this is a cycle that you go through after a breakup or after a disconnect. It's saying that, in order for you to get a love that you really feel happy, content, and fulfilled by, right? And you can give that to the person too. It's saying that you need to change. You've got to change. The cycles that you find yourself in has got to change. You've got to be the change. I know it's hokey. I know it's, that's what everyone says, but it's true. It's true. You've got to be the change if you want to see change, because there's harvesting that you are going to be able to reap if you make the changes. You will meet someone. Yes, this person will be good to you, them, but you've got to make the change, and you've got to be consistent with that change, because this energy here is very confrontational, problematic. It can even turn physical. It's a very dangerous card, because it could be physically attacking. That's what this card indicates, sometimes physically attacking. So you can become attacked, or just attacking people, and wrongfully, right? Wrongfully attacking and wearing people out because of some form of I'm going to say it, bitterness, being unhappy, kind of losing touch with reality when it comes to love, and not really believing in love anymore. But it's affecting you. It's affecting both of you, Aries, single men and women. You're both psychologically being affected by love of the past, and you're going to have to kind of do the work in order to reverse it. Sorry I have to tell you that, guys, but that is unfortunately your reality. Aries couples, there's a lot of stress in this relationship. You're taking a break, or they are with you. And they feel like you put your foot down, or somebody put their foot down and had to put their foot down. So there's a lot of stress, anxiety, worry about the future in this relationship. But you're a true match here, so I don't really see a complete disconnect or end to this relationship. I don't necessarily see it, but it will take time. And in that time, it may take you some time to kind of come back around, or the person to come back around to you. But if you've done something wrong and you want to make it right, you've got to be patient. That's all this is saying, Aries couples. You have to be patient. And if you're listening for an Aries, you have to be patient with your Aries, because one of you may not be on board with this, coming back together again, coming back around again, opening up your heart again, that sort of thing. But if the other person just gives it time and be consistent, don't be too forceful, give it time, give it space, but also be consistent, this situation can work itself out for the better. That's what I have for Aries. Whoa, that was a lot. Now let's get into Taurus. Taurus. Hey. Okay. So Taurus, you'll find yourself not at a crossroads, completely different from Aries. You're going to find yourself, Taurus, moving on from situations. You're moving on. You're keeping your eye on a prize. So you have your mind focused on something. But for some of you, you could change your mind out of nowhere. You could change your mind out of nowhere. Like you had your mind set on one thing, and then you just say, well, I don't want to do that anymore. And you could walk away from a situation. There's a walking away from something that you may have thought had potential, you may have thought was the greatest thing, and then come to find out you don't want it anymore. It doesn't want you. So some of you are walking away from an idea and kind of going to put your foot down. And you're really going to make sure that you are focusing on your boundaries and people not trampling on them, disrespecting you, any of that. You're not having it. Your challenge right now seems to be that you've lost your vision. You've lost your insight of where life is taking you. For some of you, you have been working really hard, or you're going to be, or you will have to work really hard in order for you to succeed at your vision, because it can get away from you. It can run away from you, or it can get away from you really quickly with too much hard work, too much going on. So this is a good time for you, Tauruses, to unpack the unnecessary bags you're carrying. Unpack them. Some of you need to throw some of them away, cleaning out your closet and really giving yourself a spiritual cleansing is very important for you right now, because I do feel that you are adamant about wanting change and wanting change for the better for yourself. But in order for there to be change, there's a change that you're going to have to make. And I said the same thing to Aries. So maybe this is going to be one of those, everybody needs to change things. And so for some of you, you've got to get back your vision, your creativity, and remember why you felt inspired to do whatever it is that you had plans to do, because you have plans, but too much hard work, too much stress can get the better of you when it comes to this place. When it comes to reaching this particular goal. So you may feel like it's just too much on my plate. I can't do it. I can't do it all. It's just too much on my plate. And it's asking you for you to make sure that you focus on why did you start to do it in the first place? Right? And that may help you with your creativity, your inspiration, your vitality, because some of you are really tired. You just can't do it all. So it's saying to take a step back and meditate and to think on those things. That probably would be very helpful for you, Taurus. You just basically want your family. For some of you, you truly want happiness and families. And that could be children. It could be wanting everyone to be better again. It could be a significant other and wanting things to be good there. And that's pretty much really what you want. That's what your heart really desire. In order for that to happen, if there's any issues with you and another or others, you're going to have to make a move and make a step forward in order for that to happen. I know it's not easy for Tauruses to turn around and say, me, I have to do what? They want what? That type of thing. But it is asking you to make a move. And even if it has nothing to do with you, even if others are at odds, you stepping in and being the catalyst to repair is going to help. So don't X yourself out and think, and don't get back into a habit of like, well, they have to make the first move. I'm not going to say anything. They don't want me. No, you should make the first move is what it's saying for you to do. Those of you in the workplace, you're stressed out. I don't know why you're stressed out here, but you are stressed out at the workplace. And there's kind of no need to be stressed out at the workplace. There's no need for you to be stressed out, but you are stressed. There could be, even if you made a mistake at work, whatever's going on at work, you may not feel like you're cut out for it. You may feel like it's taking too much on to do. There's no need for you to worry. Your job likes you a lot. They think highly of you. They like the way you look, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. They like you a lot. And they think that you look good for the company, not just physically outward appearance, but your knowledge, your know-how, that sort of thing. They like you. You're a great representation of the company. So there's no need for you to be worrying. Those of you that have your own business looks good and it will get better. You'll have return clients, maybe some new clients showing up, and definitely will feel like you can get good reviews, good accolades. So you will feel like you're kind of getting noticed and people are responding well to you as far as your own business is concerned. Those of you who have who are looking for work, you can get interest. You can get interest, but don't come over here with that stubbornness. Stop the stubbornness. Open yourself up, because you're going to have to be at the ready. You're going to have to be at the ready. You're going to have to jump up, because things will come to you out of the blue and they're going to come fast, and they may come in multiples offers, whether it be we want to see you or we want to give you an offer. Just prepare for things to go unplanned, and you should be used to that by now. But things may go unplanned, so to have everything at the ready, because things will start moving for you quickly. Okay, if you're looking for work, and try not to be so stubborn and rooted in your way. For some of you, you may even need to be open to negotiating a lower salary. You may have some deal breakers where it's like, I'm not going to tolerate, but it is asking you to open yourself up and to be a little bit more malleable here. Those of you who are in relationships, so Taurus couples, I see a situation where someone is watching the other person, investigating them. They don't trust them. They're looking into what the hell is going on here. Okay. Because there's definitely some interference with either one of you stepping outside or some outside person trying to step in. And one of you are getting down to the bottom of it, of what the hell is going on here. Someone's behavior may be a little bit reckless. And again, that's something that the other person is looking into and taking account. So don't think whoever is not doing the right thing, just because someone's not saying anything doesn't mean that they don't know what's going on. So there could be a little bit of recklessness behavior that's happening here, couples, and the other person is going to find out that someone is being reckless. They may already know and they're holding back. They're just waiting. Somebody's just sitting here waiting, but either they're going to find out or they already know. I'm telling you that. Taurus single men, I see a relationship all over you. For some of you, if you're dating a woman and she carries herself like an earth sign, or she is a Taurus, Capricorn, or I'm hearing Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, I guess, or Virgo, I see a long-term relationship, something that already is a relationship. but it may not have been made official. One of you could, if not both, could maybe even see other people. But there's something about the two of you. And there could still be some things that needs to be squared away between one of you. Like someone still has some things that they need to clean up. But I see a relationship forming between you and another woman, or you and a woman, or I guess another woman. You could be dating someone and another one will come in and sweep you right off your feet. Now, Taurus single ladies, I'm hearing a Sagittarius men, so it could be a Sagittarius that comes in and sweeps you off your feet. Sagittarius, I want to say ladies. I don't know why I want to keep saying that, but Taurus single ladies. Now, you at a crossroads. You are kind of coming out of this, but you may be sabotaging yourself in the long run, trying to come out of the situation, because it's going to lead to a lot of undue stress, feeling overwrought by a situation. And this also could parlay into other areas of your life that starts to feel very heavy and difficult to deal with. And it's because you're in mourning, but you may have been trying to avoid the mourning, the full mourning of it all, right? So you've been avoiding it, and that's only sabotaging yourself. So be careful with your drinking, your smoking, any shopping, anything to help relieve the pressures of the sadness. Okay. You will get yourself out of this, or you will come out of it, because obviously, as you do know, as time goes on, things do get better. So don't worry about that. You will get out of it, but it's saying to, yeah, that's what it's saying. So let me hear. That's what it's saying, just for you guys to be still and do things that is going to help you be better. Meditate, do yoga. This also can be Pilates, something light. Trying out new things that brings you peace. And I'm talking about more spiritual things like bowl music, Tibetan music. Like I said, meditating, something that calms the soul. Qi, I think it's called Tai Chi, something that's more calming and more inclusive of the soul, not necessarily going to the gym. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. Hey, Gemini. Okay, so it looks like you're at a crossroads. You're definitely in review, and this looks to be more about your personal life than like work or career. For some of you, I do see that you are at a place where you want abundance, wealth, success, security, fertility, things to grow and be abundant, right? At the moment, you may feel like it's not. You're in review of trying to figure out, how do I ... right? What do I need to do? There could be a lump sum of money, energy, effort, time that you have and can invest, but you want to make sure that it is the right place for you to make that investment. Walking away, making a decision, and still feeling like there isn't going to be any bumps down the line after making a decision is your challenge. It really is. For some of you, you'll find that a person is challenging. It could be anybody. So I get a individual where there's a one-to-one relationship. That person could be a challenge to you. For some of you, it's your finances. You need more. You have to make more. How do I get more? Because perhaps you have more obligations, some financial obligations. You're looking back on how things could be better, why things aren't the way that you want them to be. So there's a lot of contemplating going on here. You may also feel like someone's taking your money, or that you could be in a better place in many areas of your life. But it has been challenging because of someone. Now, I do see where there is this situation where you are a bit... You're looking into things, and it's saying to do that. It's saying to look into things and go and also follow up with research. So reach out, make a move. Once you look into something, make a move. If you feel like, well, I think I need some more training in that, go look and see, can you sign up for a program, for a class, that sort of thing. So don't just look into things in question, but also probe and also go after what it is that you want. Making a physical action in addition to researching and probing and inquiring is going to help you get clearer about what you need to do. So that's where the clarity comes from. Mercury still retrograde, so it's taking me a minute to even get my mind right to say these words like I'm supposed to. And I've been out a minute. Okay. Now, your job, I definitely see that there's great opportunities here happening at the workplace. Your job loves you. You have a plan, and you might have been working your plan at the workplace, and it's really working for you. And if you do have a plan, it can work. Your job will be very successful. For any of you Geminis out there who do not have a job, I'm going to tell you on this side of things, congratulations. There's a job your job is just waiting on you. It's all about timing. So everything is happening at an appropriate, right, destined time, because you getting a job is destined. You getting all of the blessings that comes with that job is going to be destined. So don't stress yourself about, when. It's destined, and it's going to happen at its right time, but it will be right for you. And for those of you who are unemployed, it looks amazing. It looks great. They find you to either be part of the fabric of the company, or will easily integrate into being that fabric. They see a lot of things with you. More promotions could be coming up afoot for you, and wherever they're headed, they want you to be a part of. And I don't just mean in a minuscule medial role, but successes can come and growth will come with you as well. So great opportunity. You should stay where you're at. I don't see you guys leaving. This really can just speak to containing yourself, keeping everything in, and having a plan, right? And there may be some things about it that you don't personally like, but you're going to keep it to yourself, which is, the best thing to do. Those of you who have your own business, Gems, is talking about it being easy. You kind of know what to do here. It's easy. It's good. It gets better. Because you may start to really solidify yourself financially, where money starts to increase from one, you were making this amount, now you're making another. So you may break a threshold. You could finally say, well, now I make this amount. Now I'm getting this amount, that type of thing. Now I'm closing these kind of deals. So there's something about improving as you go, but being patient and trying things, and also kind of bringing everything together and settling. So some of you have settled into. And if, like I said, you're going to have a job, so that's a great thing as well. It's coming at a divine time. Okay, so now let's get into love. When it comes to Gemini single ladies, I do see that you're putting your foot down. You may have given someone an ultimatum because they work too much, they do too much, you need more of their time. So there's a sense of you kind of putting an ultimatum on someone. Be careful with that when you've just met someone, because that could be off-putting. Putting, too many demands and expectations on someone and you just met them. And it could be someone who works a lot. So it's something about someone who works a lot or just does not put enough time, energy, and effort into you. I also see some of you going into focusing on work, making work more of your focus and holding back. Now, there is someone that you definitely can entertain yourself with. It's a lot of power plays between you and this person, but I definitely see where there's possibilities of good times to be had. This person may not give you enough time that you require. And that's when the waters can get a little bit muddy, Gemini single ladies, but I do see you having an option there. Men. You're kind of like, I think I said this to Aries single men, so be careful with that. You've left a situation behind, and now you're like, well, now what the fuck am I going to do? Because now you're at a crossroads. You don't know what to do. You don't know who you could trust, who's worth the time, energy, and effort, who's not. You just don't know. A part of you just doesn't even want to get back into that goddamn rat race, a part of you. But the reality is that you still miss the past. You still miss the comforts of that past. So it's hard for you to see a new vision as it relates to love and someone new, because you just may not feel like you're upward. So it can become very problematic easy. It can become very problematic for you meeting new people, re-engaging with people, because you become, your tolerance is very low. You may have very low tolerance. It could be very difficult for you to welcome in new people. And I can understand the way that your cards are showing how daunting of a task it can be. So maybe you want to just take some time if you feel like you're at a very sensitive stage right now. You don't want to go cursing people out, because that can get out of control. That five of swords can get out of control really quickly. You'll look back around, like, what the hell is that type of thing? It can get out of control quick. So maybe temper yourself if you're not 100% ready. Couples, Gemini couples. Some of you feel like you're in a lost place, a hopeless place in this relationship. Your money could be funny together, or this relationship itself is broken. Okay, someone could be broke and they're making the other person broke, or the relationship themselves could just be broken. And I do feel like it could be outside people. A lot of shit is going on. Not happy anymore at your core. Either of you, outside people interfering, bickering, and things that could have been rectified, lingering for too long, just way too long, just lingering, and now it has festered. So you guys are gonna have to make a decision. Basically, it's just you're gonna have to make a decision about what do you do moving forward. And that's what I see. What do you do? Are they coming with you? Are they not coming with you? So some of you gems just have a decision to make as it relates to your relationship. You're stressed the fuck out, and they may be trying to make things right. Here, you may have a lot on your plate to think about, is what it looks like to me. That's what I have for gems. Now let's look at Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, you guys are trying to get down to the bottom of what needs to go and what needs to stay. How do you get where you need to be in life? Something could have been cut out, ended, whether by force or by choice. It has still been difficult for you to kind of get over that. Here, the truth may be hard to hear, could even be harder to deliver, is what it looks like to me. I do feel like for some of you, be careful with your emotions, because your emotions is only going to exacerbate, the sense of paranoia, the sense of feeling like you have to wall up, defend, secure, and eliminate. So that's where that's where this could be coming from, your emotions, because it's like a lot of fear that you have, because it's a lot of unknowns going on, and it's creating all of this fear within you. You're at a place where it's very challenging for you to either start and stay the course with something because you're getting distracted. So some of you Cancers may suffer from overstimulated, feeling very overstimulated. You may feel like it's a daunting task, but for some of you, you need to complete something. You need to end something. You need to stop something. You need to start something new. And that's what's going to kind of help you. I do see where for some of you, there could be some issues with finances. You may feel like money is a little bit funny. Money is a little bit tricky right now. Here. And you can have a lot of stresses, like I said, anxiety and worry. There's a lot of worrying or thinking about the negative, thinking about the problems. And that just may be, again, what you don't know, or focusing on what still needs to be fixed. And that can bring a lot of stress, anxiety, and worry. And I do see for some of you stresses with money. Now, at the workplace, I do feel like you are very much settled. You're patient. And everything is going, I feel like at the job, your company is trying to save money. So they're going to be coming up with some ideas to save money. And as a result, there could be some letting go of people. Okay. So don't be surprised if you hear of people getting let go. Okay. I see you looking to improve yourself. So I don't see you getting let go, but I see you improving yourself and having an opportunity to do just that, improve yourself, whether it be take a class, a course, go back to school, something like that. And that brings you more salary. It brings you more value and basically more dividends. That's what you do it for, right? So there will be some letting go, some losses, and leaving something behind. And for some of you, it could be this job eventually, and it'll be hard because there's people that you've bonded with there as well. It's what it looks like to me. When it comes to your business, you're looking good. Money looks great. And it seems like every move you make, it is what it is. It's almost like you know what to expect. You know what you're going to get. This is settled money. So this is like, I know what I'm getting. I know whatever I put out, I know exactly what I'm going to get from it. And some of you could be putting more energy, effort toward your business. And obviously you're going to see more dividends because your business seems to be very solid and doing really well. Those of you who are looking for work, congratulations, you will get it. It may require you to do a lot of traveling. It may require you to kind of jump up at the last minute and go and respond and make it happen for yourself. It may require a relocation, but you will be able to get one. It just depends on what you're willing to do to get it. And it seems like you're willing. So there's that. Love. Well, Cancers, single ladies, be careful. I hear goddamn pregnancy. I see yeah, we're back together. Oh, I'm pregnant. I said, oh, he's so cute. I like him. We had a one night stand. Oh, one of those. So don't be surprised if you turn around and your ass is pregnant. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. All right. I don't care if you already have kids, to be a round, whatever, or your first round, but definitely baby can happen. If there is no pregnancy, because not everybody can have kids, right? Then I do see a relationship's forming where you become kind of the prize. You become the prize. Some of you ladies could definitely start dating a younger guy, a mature person, someone that just has a little bit of love to offer you. But I see you getting very comfortable in your position, whoever this is. And he would have to be the one making moves toward you. Cancer single men, it gets very competitive. And a lot of women could be competing with you if only you put yourself out there. For those of you who are actively dating, you'll notice that it's a rat race out there that you may not want to be a part of. But if you do engage, do expect people to want you, do expect things to turn sexual really quick. I don't know what it is about this sex going on here, but things can get very sexual very quickly with Cancers. Men and women. Okay, so there's that. Now, couples, I do see that this relationship is very loving. It's very kind. It's very caring. It's very mutual. The problem is that it's toxic. Either one of you haven't fully walked away from your past. So there's that residual energy, feeling like there's more than just one person, two people in a relationship, because there's a ghost of someone's past very much still there. Or it's going to be very difficult to transform this because there's outside people that's going to get involved in this relationship, whether they are in now, they're going to be in. There seems to be a lot of problems. I can't say a lot of problems, but it just becomes very toxic. And for some of you, this could be stepping outside and doing a little something strange for love. A little something strange for love. Could be doing all kind of strange things for love. Okay, as it relates to groups. But eventually, someone's not going to want that anymore. But yeah, I do see those possibilities there. That's what I have for Cancers. Now let's look at Leo. Leo, well, you're coming in very strong. You are a male in energy. It's coming up very strong. Some of you are looking at your ways or another person's ways, and really taking stock at how you need to be better, how this person needs to be better. It has something to do with someone's immature ways, immature actions, not wanting to make a health hazard decision, not wanting to make a health hazard decision, a foolhardy decision, rushing in and not taking accountability or stock at where things can go and what can transpire problematic. Child, I'm all over the place with these words. I know I am. Sorry, Leo. Mercury's retrograde. Anyway, so basically there's some, like I said, immature person, or you are looking at ways that you can kind of do things differently so that you don't regret it later. Just put it that way. Challenges, family, home life, your actual home could be problematic, and there even can be, you have to leave. I get evictions, having to evict people out of your home if you are if you own property. Hopefully none of you are getting evicted, or someone calling you out. There could be just like getting exposed is what it looks like to me. And it may not just be you, it could be you and a partner. So it's something about it being exposed, having to get rid of a problem as it relates to family, your foundation, and your overall stability. You want to be in the best place that you can be as far as your overall well-being. You want to be in the best place. You want to be in a very solid, stable place that you know that you can grow and you can benefit from. Some of you are tired of looking at where the problems are. What do I need to fix next? You just kind of want to be settled. That's all I see. You just want to be settled, and you want to be in company with people who are that way too. I'm tired. Some of you Leos are getting tired. You're tired. You just kind of want to settle. Settle in for once and for good is what it looks like to me. The workplace. Your work environment, I do feel, and I will go back a little bit. In order to get to this place, it's saying for you to, and I've said this to you before, but it's saying something about being giving. I don't know why that is important. I feel like for you, giving is important. I find Leos to be very optimistic people, but it's saying to give and to offer your help if needed. Something about that. Give, offer your help. It kind of transforms things for you in a positive way. I don't know why that is, but I feel like it's more give of you, give of your love, your energy, just a little bit more than it is your money. Now, and find alternative ways to be there for people, and you don't have to do it in a way that you feel you're taking away from yourself. I'm being a little too preachy here. Let me get off of this. Anyway, now, there's a sense of you feeling like at this job, the job needs to kind of be done for some of you is what I'm getting here. Because you feel like you're just not getting paid enough. You don't feel like you're being valued. You feel like there's more and better out there. So some of you Leos could be leaving. Your job thinks hella high of you and they have plans for you, but they don't feel like you're going to stick around. It's something that they sense, or maybe you guys have been in communication that you will be leaving eventually, or they sense that you will be. And for some of you Leos, you will probably be leaving because you're at a point where you just want more and you don't see where they're giving you more, even though you may be making it very known in many ways that that's what you want. Business looks really good. Some of you are really still reeling over a heartache. That's like a sidebar. You're still reeling over some type of pain or heartbreak, but your business is going really well. You're really happy with it, but it can get out of control. You have to kind of start dialing back and looking at your business and some areas of your business and try to figure out where can things be audited or edited better is what it looks like to me. Will you get a job? You will, but you won't want the job because it's very clear to you that this situation isn't going to be best for you. So Leos are definitely being very clear and very conscious about what's important to them, what's pointless for them. And I don't feel like you're going to be a nice boy, a nice guy, or a nice girl about it. You're going to make those tough decisions. Now, when it comes to love, Leo single ladies, I do feel like you're going to be dating someone, or you have an opportunity to date someone. This is someone who's already in your energy. I get an earth sign, or he behaves like an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And although you acknowledge you're very much single, I'm a single lady, I'm single. There is a coming together and trying something out with someone to see where things can go. At the very least, if it doesn't have long-term potential, then this person will fuel you and drive you, feed your ego, them, you, that sort of thing. It's a good ego boost. Leo single men, you're walking away. You're letting the situation go. It wasn't the easiest thing for you to do, but after you have walked away, you become a new person. You're not the same anymore. You're a different being. I also feel like someone could be telling you that they're pregnant. Some of you could be heading right toward a woman that you will have a baby with or will marry. This could be someone who likes to get a lot of attention. She doesn't like to do much. She likes to receive. But I do see you heading toward a woman, and you will be trying it out just like Leo women. You will be trying it out and testing it out. Yeah, testing it out. It's a great ego boost for you as well. It's kind of like you do still think about the other woman, whoever this other woman is. You may still think of her, but this will be a good distraction as well. Now, couples it's real simple. Some of you are dealing with a fucking Gemini. I could have sworn I said something like this to Gemini or Taurus, somebody. Couples. It's a lot of outside people. Too many outside damn people is involved in this, is what it looks like to me. I feel like there's a lot of secrets going on. There's a lot of outside people that's happening here. And I feel like one of you may have played with fire too much, and now somebody's getting burned. Yeah. Now somebody's getting burned because too much fire has been played with. They've been taking too many risks. I see toxic relationship, poor behavior, third-party energy, frivolous fighting and arguments that really can be resolved, but it has a lot to do with the fact that one of you wants a massive change, and the other person just hasn't tapped out yet. They haven't said, okay, I'm done. I'm leaving this. And that's why the two of you are still together. But there are issues that are here that both of you have to know that's here. The cards are not good. Double card, these cards, this is not good cards. So couples, it's... yeah. For some of you, it's good to get into something with your person together. Whether this is we're reaching a goal together, we're doing something where we both have to be involved together to kind of get things back on track and working together. That's what you need to do to get things back on track. Work together. Try to work together. And I understand there's no, me and I, but so much one person can do. But it is sane for you guys to kind of start working together and do something together, to build together, to establish your relationship. Now let's look at Virgo. Hey, Virgo. Okay, so love. For some of you, love is on your mind. It could be being there for others. Watch your drinking. Watch your indulging. But other than that, I do see love and being very compassionate. There's definitely some disappointments that you have. And some of you, you've been very... almost gun shy to see things for what they are, end something, be done with it once and for all. And for some of you, you may want the disappointment or the heartbreak to stop, but there's been a lot of reconciling, being optimistic and giving it another chance. And for some of you, you're going to have to stand your ground because, an emperor does not go back. An emperor does not. They stand their ground and they're very clear about it. They always come from a place of clarity, logic, and practicality. So once you've hit those points, right, and your answer is still, I need to let this go 100%, it's saying to step into your emperor, whether you're a woman or a man, and be done with it. That's what it's saying for you to do. Now, the challenge is some of you, it's finances. Others of you, it is a career or a partnership of some sort. And it just seems like this situation has gotten worse over time because there hasn't been any change. There hasn't been any movement, hasn't been any improvements. And there's challenges with trust as well. Okay. And the fact of the matter is that it just requires change. So if any of you are having a broken relationship in whatever area, is asking for you to be patient and to give it some time and try some new things out. If you can suggest it, so try something new. If you see them starting to approach things in a new way, it's saying for you to, to meet them halfway and try it out as well. Now, does that contradict what I just said? No, it doesn't. Because if you know for a fact this situation is very problematic for you, then it's saying that it's best for you to stick with your first mind and don't go back. But if you know that a situation can repair, then it's saying there needs to be patience and it needs to be equal give and take, equal participation. Okay. Now, your work life, you feel stuck and trapped at this goddamn place. You do. You may feel like you are not able to fully express how you feel. You even may feel victimized at the workplace to some extent. And if you have made mention of that to anyone, you're going to see people swarming at you. If you say anything to someone and they pick up on it, someone told them or you tell them, they're going to come to your aid trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening, are you okay? So if you, for whatever reason, need to be away, not in the best place at the workplace, personally, they're going to support you. They want to know. But if it's something against the company themselves, they're going to want to know so that they can protect themselves. So it's not to protect you, it's to protect them. Okay. But if it's not about them, they're here to help you. They're here to protect you. They're here to do that. So never you worry. But do expect there to be calls, emails, them reaching out to you to find out what the hell is going on. Okay. That being said, those of you who are looking for work, I definitely see an opportunity coming your way. Some of you may, again, it's something about taking a lot of time or needing a break. So some of you just may need to get back in a better headspace before you get out there, or things have just been really quiet, but you will get interest. And it's all about how pleasant are you. You may like the job once you start. You could find yourself liking the job. Yeah, and you'll grow with the job too. So whomever is hiring you, you may be replacing that person. There will be an opportunity for you to become a manager or on some form of a higher level of a management positions. It's an opportunity for you to grow and get better. That's what I'm saying there. Your business has been slow and steady, though, slow and steady. And for some of you, you will find some successes in that. So there's some good things to look forward to when it comes to your business here. And if you've been working on something behind the scenes, and once you put it live, you'll feel really proud of it, and people will give you compliments, is what it looks like to me. But yeah, I do see customers and clients coming. It has been, slow and steady, but there's going to be something to celebrate there. Virgo single ladies, you're single. Yeah, you're single. Okay, fine. There could be someone that's getting to know you, but do be careful. Either you're going to have to be careful with them. You don't trust them because they're still mourning somebody from their past, or they become very guarded and defensive toward you because they're still mourning someone from their past. So just, be careful with love, child, because they're not over exes, apparently, for you Virgo single ladies, Virgo single men. After a time of wait, and it could be by force, like you were blocked from love, you had to kind of wait because you needed to learn some lessons, is what it looks like to me. It comes in quick, fast, whether it be one or several, but they're coming in hot and they want to spend some time. All you have to do is make a call and they're coming, or they want you to come. So whatever, whatever it could be, it's saying it's coming in hot and it's coming in wanting constant attention, or really willing and ready to give that too. So you can get into something good and balanced, Virgo men, if only you would get off the porch and involve yourself with a social interaction. Couples, toxic. Yeah, it could just be a lot of sex and a lot of hedonistic energy between you and your person, Virgos. But I do get toxicity, some energy around the two of you is toxic. Money can be a problem. Someone using money or what they have as leverage is a problem. Someone holding their heart back and walling up from the other person, a problem. Problems. People keeping secrets, keeping things to themselves. These are all kind of problems that's creating toxicity. Okay. And I feel like the two of you need to work together. And I said this about another sign. I forget if it's Leo. I forget who. But it's a need to work together and try to work on building healthy boundaries and healthy relationships here between the two of you. So there's a sense of integrating. The two of you need to integrate into something that you both have created together, because there may be too much minds, not yours. This is not ours, it's mine. That type of thing could be a problem. So trying to focus on building something together can bring this relationship. It could bring this relationship into harmony. That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Libra. Well, for one, if you want attention, some of you Libras may need a break from attention. You may feel like you're getting too much attention. It's just too goddamn much attention right now. I also see exes trying to bust up a good thing in your life. It could be men or women. And I also see people trying to interfere with your good time. So I guess you guys are just attracting a lot of haters, Libra. There's a sense of you feeling like, and there's somebody who feels like they own you, even though you're not with them, but they have ownership over you. I see a lot of toxic behavior, but it doesn't necessarily seem like it's coming from you guys. It seems like it's coming from, your surroundings outside. You want life to be real. You want life to be stable. You want to be abundant. You want, a good partner. You want life to just really feel settled. I think I was telling Leo the same thing, or one of the signs. But in order for that to happen, you got to get really serious with yourself if you're a Libra man. And you need to kind of cut out certain things that you know is only going to lead you with lack, right? So you're going to have to make some major changes for yourself and cut out a lot of things. And I'm talking about things that, you may be wasting your money on. It could also be behaviors that you have. So you need to make some changes in that. Are you upset? Are you always mentally trying to battle or one up a person? It's something about your energy too need to change if you are a Libra man. A Libra woman, it's not coming down on any men. I don't male bash, so it's not that. I'm just reading the cards. And Libra women, if it is someone who you desire a certain caliber of person, you need to cut out old people, exes or hanger-ons or people around you who distract you from that. You can't move on to good if you're still, entertaining the bullshit, if you will. So it's saying that too, to let go of people and places and things that are problematic and obviously doesn't give you what you want, right? Like the old cliche. Now, workplace, some of you are learning. You could be leaving one department, going to another. You could be leaving one kind of work at the workplace and moving on to another area of training and learning and growing and getting promoted. That sort of thing is coming for you, or it is happening now. I do see that your job feels like either somebody has left and now it gives you an opportunity, or in hopes of you staying, they're providing more to you. So I do see there's a great opportunity for you, Libras. As long as you want the opportunity at the workplace, there's an opportunity for you. Business could have been problematic for some of you because outside things were affecting your business. So that could have been some problems. But there also could just have been some disappointments around your business happening here. And now it's better. I do see it's better here. So that looks really good. Now, you can get a job. I do see an opportunity for some of you Libras is happening now. You've already gotten a job. You just started training, or you will be starting training. And I do feel like you're going to be very, very thirsty for knowledge, for working. You're going to get in there and you're really going to make it happen for yourself. I also see someone is going to take interest in you almost immediately at the workplace. So be careful with that. But you will have a lot of drive and energy at this new environment. Libra single ladies in love. Well, you have been very challenged and problematic, I guess, when it comes to love. You seem agitated, angry, upset, confrontational. So be careful with that. I do feel that some of you may feel like you have to be on guard, but it may be to an extreme, and you'll find yourself focusing more on work. So I do see you focusing on work, kind of letting go of love for now, because there's a strong need for love, but there also is a strong need for a particular person. And if you do not make some changes and get your mind off of it, it's going to run you ragged. So some of you, it's a person. Some of you, it's just, the unhappiness of love and all the games that people play, and that putting a really bad taste in your mouth. So it's saying that, things can kind of get out of hand, arguments, fights, it can even get physical. So just be careful, ladies out there, when engaging with people, because either you're attracting that aggression, or you're giving out that aggression. Neither one will be met well. Libra single men, you're mourning, it looks like to me, over someone of the past that you love dearly. Some of you have been kind of depressed even, especially around the holiday season, missing love. It may not even be a person, but just love itself. You may find yourself definitely feeling it important to kind of move around in silence. Some of you are not really ready for people to know that you're stepping out, that you're single, that you're interested. So you could be very strategic in how you are moving around in your love life, and be careful with not handling past love issues, because you're going to sabotage the new ones that come in your life. And it could be some really good ones. And it seems like you guys have a lot of love to offer. Couples, definitely see a resurgence. So some of you are getting back together with somebody. I see that, getting back together with them. Not so sure how this is all going to pan out. If there's been problems with outside people, that seems like it's still going on. So seems like you're happy that you guys are rekindling, that you're working things out again. Not so sure. You're not so sure about the long term is what it looks like to me. But right now, at least, there was an opportunity to either be in a very happy place, and kind of get those old feelings back. That's what I have for Libras. Now let's look at Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, money, success, being the best that you can be. That's what's on your mind. Seeing how you can make more out of what you have and seeing how far you can take yourself. That is almost like you're in competition with yourself. That is how you're feeling right now. Some of you could just really be on top of the world and feeling really good about where you are, your stand and your lot in life right now, and being very optimistic. So I like that for you, Scorpios. You want to reconcile. You want to get back in a good place, in the right place. You want everything to just be right. And I think everybody always feels that way at the end of the year, right? But that will also be a challenge. The time that it can take for things to get back on track, because something is going to take time for it to get back on track, for things to get back to a loving place, for things to get back to a relatable place. And for some of you, you've got to accept the fact that it will not ever get back on track. And either you've got to accept the person walking away and bid them farewell, or you have to. It's really that simple. And I said this to somebody, I don't know who, because all these readings literally is attached to another sign. So these readings are really talking about couples, because a whole nother sign has the same kind of sort of reading as another sign. So I just said that. So you've got to accept it, and you've got to kind of let it be. And in time, you're going to. Because cycles, your sign represents cycles, endings, and rebirths, endings, new beginnings, right? And something has completed. So this just may be your lot in life that they can't come along with you, them, that sort of thing. You can't have it anymore. You can't do it anymore. Something is a no more. But time may prove that to you, Scorpio. This is a time, as I came into the reading, of harvesting, reaping rewards, keeping your eye on the prize, right? And knowing even that takes time, but that is at least good energy that you can fuel, that can bring success, rather than hoping and wishing and praying for something that just probably can no longer be. There's that. Workplace, you're stressed. I don't know why you're stressed out at your workplace. Because you don't know where you stand with this goddamn place. And you may be feeling like, well, I don't know if maybe I should look for me another job. Maybe I should go someplace else. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But, this is not a good energy to get at the workplace. And it seems to come out of nowhere. This place could be psychologically mind-fucking you. Just damaging you psychologically. And they're trying to play nice, because I get that they like you. They're being very nice to you, that sort of thing. But what's coming up the end? It could be an end for you. Or someone else, but I feel like it could be for you, Scorpios, where this job for some of you will be coming to an end, or something about it could be ending. But the ending, whether it be a full ending or a change, and you remain, is their success coming with it. So you're going to be better off with this change. Whatever this change is, you'll be better off for it. So don't stress yourself. Like you come in, yeah, goals, yeah, optimism, yay. You get to work and it's like, what the hell? Those of you who only have a job, you definitely are doing yourself an injustice by not having a business of your own. You are doing yourself an injustice. You need to have a business of your own. You really do. Unlike a Taurus will do amazing at a business of their own. Very, very good. But Tauruses don't have to work for themselves. They can malign just nicely in a company, because Tauruses know how to behave, put it that way. They know how to behave. But Scorpios, you're not here to be no fucking behaving. That's not what you're here to do. You're here to turn some shit up and turn it out. So just relying on a job and always feeling like, why I can't keep these jobs? Why every time I go to this job, this problem? Why every time this? Because you're meant to be the boss. You're meant to hold a position of power and status. You're meant to do that. So never you mind about this, if this is what it is, because there's always a way around this, right? Start your own business. You can still be working here, but start something on your own. If you have a business of your own, maybe it's time to refreshen it. Maybe it's time to do something completely different. But change is going to be necessary at this position. That's all I'm saying. At this job, it's going to be necessary. Change. Yes, necessary. You've been giving a lot to your business. A lot. You've been giving a lot to this business. You've been on it. You've been on it. And as a result, you find yourself the creme de la creme. The star, baby. Yeah, you get a lot of attention and people are loving it. They can't get enough of it. And I don't think you can either. Now, this is going back to y'all. You know I was going to do it, right? It's going back to you. You employed people. Wouldn't you like to be self-employed? Doesn't she look happy? Yeah, get into it. So you might want to see what's on the other side, right? See what's on the other side for those of you who are employed. Business owners, you're doing really well with your business. It looks amazing and you've done a lot to get there. So congratulations. Congratulations, you will get a job. It may not come right today, but it's coming. And I do feel like not only will you get more money, so there's more money for you to a better salary, but also down the line to make even more. Okay. Great opportunity there. Scorpio single ladies, when it comes to love, well, you're rekindling. Some of you are dealing with someone old and someone new. Yeah, because someone came back. Well, you've been out and about. Well, in the meantime, being out and about. Well, you met someone. Okay. Or vice versa. You met someone and then, well, I don't know what, he came back. So there's some coming back here and enjoying the person, right? Enjoying them, having a good time with this person, enjoying them. You know, and this has great potential to really be quite satisfying for you. For some of you, you may say, yeah, I'm dating. That's what I'm doing. I'm dating. Yeah, I'm dealing with my ex. I'm dealing with a new guy. I'm dealing with several people. I'm dating. But you can have an amazing time. I don't know why I want to say Sagittarius. I guess especially if you have Sagittarius in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I don't know. But definitely, lady, I see a comeback, ladies. A comeback and new. So your hands could be quite full if you want them to be. Scorpio single men. Well, a woman may have gave you your walking papers. May have given you your walking papers and you still love that woman. And you may feel like, well, she's being a bitch right now. And she may feel like, well, yeah, I had to be a bitch. You turned me into a bitch. But nevertheless, you're walking away. Begrudgingly, you don't like it. And you're going to get I do see you getting to a place of peace and wanting that for yourself. Could it wall you up and make you a little bit more guarded? Yes, it can. Should it? I don't know. I don't know what happened to you, but can it? It can for you guys coming up. Okay. Or right now, more importantly, right now, I see you kind of like holding things close to your vest. May not even want to tell this woman, hell, the way she looks, it doesn't even look like you could, even if you might want to hold your breath or don't hold your breath. May not want to say much of anything to her because she said what she said. So I do see you guys kind of mourning your heart and moving on. You said leave, but some of you might be back because this wanted to turn around. So some of you could be back, or she may be back, something like a coming back. The fat lady has not sung. Put it that way. I'll give it time, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. Okay, so I keep wanting to say Sagittarius. I don't know what profound, I don't know. I know I'm about to do Sagittarius reading, but I don't know why I keep thinking of it. Couples. I'm trying to make a decision. That's not the easiest one to make, Scorpio couples. And I just personally feel like I don't think either one of you want this. I'm going to look because I got to be nosy. Hold on, y'all. So it could be you. It could be you at a crossroads as to, do you really want this? Is this really your person? Because your person is here, there, everywhere. But it's like they're here, they're everywhere. They may be at a distance from you, so they travel a lot, or they just have this some of you, they have a player energy. Others of you, they just have like this very unstableness about them. Something about them just seems unstable. And you're taking account to this, but then they want something real with you. Like, let's be official, or let's move in, or something more. They could be offering a little bit something more, or alluding to wanting more. You're not so sure about it long term. Because they're childish, because there could be somebody else already involved, because you need sorry, Scorpio. I never. You see the cards when I'm looking like this because of you. Because it's hilarious. It's like I don't know. I don't know if I want this person. I don't know. And then for others of you, this person has just been up to no good. It could be vice versa, yes. But this person may have been up to no good, and it's like I'm not. Look. So one of you. It seems like it's you, but it could be the other person. Somebody's at a crossroads. They don't want this shit. It's like, you're not making enough money, or you're not mature enough, or you don't have your stuff together, or I'm not tolerating this bullshit. It's something like that going on where you're being given pause. The problem is I see a lot of confusion. And not wanting to say anything. That's the issue. I see a lot of like not communicating, but also deep down knowing that no, this is a problem, and no. That's what I have for Scorpio. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so Sagittarius, sorry about that, but you guys have some important messages I don't want to forget. So I'm going to put your cards down a little bit at a time, because I just did a couple other ones, and it's like by the time I get the cards down, I don't remember what I was thinking. Okay, so first thing I want to say is some of you, you're trying to get in a better headspace. You're trying to get in a better place mentally for yourself. And I do feel like you, and along with a lot of other signs, are thinking about kind of the challenges, right? Where things are problematic, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be worked on. I mean, we're in Capricorn season, so that makes sense. And some of you may be thinking like, I'm not making enough. I need more. So there's a lot of thoughts of more. And what do I need to do to get where I want to be in life? Everyone's thinking that. It's the end of the year. That's normal. Excuse me. So you're at a crossroads there. And the challenge could be, what steps do you make? Where do you go? Because you need to temper them. You need to be strategic. But how do you do that? Okay. It's saying be practical. Very practical. For some of you, you need somebody to come help you. You may need some help. How do I do that? What steps do I take? How do I temper my steps, that sort of thing. Others of you need to take a more practical, rational. So you need to ask yourself, is this rational? Is this very practical? That sort of thing. Because some of you may just be doing something haphazard, or it may seem very risky. Oh, guys, hold on. I'm going to stop because I'm like... Because it's saying, Sagittarius, if you do something haphazard, you'll be met with, like, it'll come back around to you, right? Where you may eventually hear that, well, you need to be more prepared. You needed to take a step back. So some of that will come back. If you guys are very tempered and you are very practical of how you approach a situation, you're going to eliminate the one thing that I've been saying is so problematic for Sagittarius, which is the addiction. So whatever this is, there's the way that you approach it is in a very logical, rational, but more importantly, practical. What's the most practical way to do things? And it's going to eliminate and always lean toward what will be the healthiest. So practical usually will denote being healthy, a situation, the most healthiest outcome. How can things become more helpful or healthy for me and everyone involved? And that's how you kind of can get to your more practical areas of life. There's also, I see creativity, inspiration, your vitality improving, so your health could get better. I don't do anything health-wise, and this is not me giving you health advice. I see a sense of you being tested and you're overcoming obstacles, okay? And having to deal with the nature of the beast. So there's something about a nature of a beast and a wrath that can to some extent be challenging to you, but you'll overcome them. And I like that. So now let's keep going. Okay, so back to you, Sagittarius. You want to have a good time. Some of you want to have a good time. You may want to have a good time with a particular person. But I'm telling you, I really feel like you need to create more boundaries and sharpen your boundaries, and deny yourself a little bit more. Hear me now, because Saturn is in Pisces, and those people who are working really hard, keeping their head down and making a lot of sacrifices, especially things that take them away from their goal, not being pie in the sky, but being very practical, realistic, putting that fucking work in, and just continue to put one foot in front of the other with their dream and their goal in hand, they will reach it at the end. They're going to reach it, and they're going to get there, and they're going to be stable as fuck. They're going to be very stable. So that's why I'm saying it's important for you to deny yourself. Okay. You may want this, right? You want to go out, have a good time. Either it may just be have a good time or with someone or people in mind, but it's saying for you to do this. It's saying for you to put stipulations on it, right? Even if it's just stipulations, you could start out that way, but you need to start putting more stipulations on what you are willing to do, what you can't do, what you won't do in order to make things, in order to get to where you want to be. Work. Well, you're seeing the prize. You have your eye on a prize at work. I don't know what that means for you, but for all of you, it'll be different. For some of you, you may be up for, you can possibly down the line get a promotion or be up for something more. Your job is dragging 8 fucking feet with you. So whatever you're expecting, I would say be patient. You have to be patient with it, because I don't see them rushing to do anything as it relates to you, whether it be giving, responding, whatever. They're taking their time. They're dragging their feet. But I do see, I see that the workplace looks decent. It looks decent, so that's good. You may have had to, some of you may have been working really hard, like a lot with your business. You may have had to kind of put certain boundaries. I keep getting boundaries for y'all. Keep putting boundaries up, or put your foot down with certain things. Some of you may have had to work a hell of a lot, or could have even had to put your business on hold to some extent to take care of other things. Some things about your business could have gotten out of hand, and you really had to take control over it. So that's really good. And I definitely see you guys being in a better place because of that. So whatever work, whatever effort, whatever you've done or will be doing, it definitely looks like it's paying off. People are really excited about you. You look good on camera right now too, Sagittarius. So for some of you, you might want to put yourself out there if you have been wanting to. You have a green light. This is, everything is a timing thing. So it could be a good time for you. I'm not telling you to do it right now. You guys would have to find out if it's the best time for you. But from what I'm seeing here, it looks really good about where you're going or where your business can go. If you start a business, if you have a business, for those of you who have your business, you should be doing really well. You should be doing good. People will be really excited about you. New job. You can get one. The first one may be shitty. Maybe like, no, they're not paying you enough. No. It may not have longevity. It just may not be the right fit for you. I get the second one, but I'm not telling you want to, don't entertain the first one. Quit the first one. Don't take the first one. This is a general rule. Do not take this stuff as a personal. Please take it with a grain of salt. But it appears if that one does not work out for you guys, or you say, well, yeah, no, you'll know the second one has long standing potential and growth potential. Excuse me. Love. Sagittarius single ladies, secretly, love is a burden. Love has been a fucking burden. Some of you have been bag ladies carrying around love, the burdens of love for the longest time. And you can't carry it with everything else you're trying to accomplish. You have to lighten your load. You've got to lighten your load. And try to avoid shortcuts, that sort of thing. But I do see that secretly it has been a burden. You've been doing a lot secretly behind the scenes that people may not know anything about. Anyway, I see People are interested. People want to give you time and attention. And this may not be intimate love. This could just be people in your life. Like now people are calling you more. People are interested in you more. I mean, it is the end of the year. It's holiday season. So people could be really interested in wanting to spend time with you, giving, their fair share of attention toward you, that sort of thing. Okay. Lo and behold, this, be careful, because once someone stops giving all of this goddamn attention, once someone stops giving all this goddamn attention, baby, please believe a whole fight, fallout, and argument will ensue. Okay. And not in that order. But things can get very messy, down the line once someone can't give that attention. And guess what? It could be some of you ladies, because you may secretly, you don't even see that you may get busy as fuck. Like you may be so goddamn busy. It's like, I don't have time for love. Yeah, well, I did have time to call you last week or last month, but I don't have time anymore. It's that type of thing, ladies. Anyway, Sagittarius single men. You're happy. Some of you are happy being single. You may be indulging too much. You may be just doing a little too much. Some of you may be glad that you got rid of someone. I'm hearing ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Oh my God. That's what I'm hearing. Ding dong, the wicked witch. And now you can get out. Some of you may be taking a break. You may be laying low for a little bit just to make sure the coast is clear. She's really gone, right? Okay. And then you'll be back out there, though. You'll be back out there having a good time, Sagittarius men, doing what you do best, having a good time. Very interesting. Very interested in people. So it's coming, Couples. Listen. Couple readings now is just real crazy, but couples, and you're in everyone's readings is pretty much like this. A lot of confusion. Trying to get, the two of you are trying to get in a better headspace in this relationship where there can be trust. There's honesty, there's, honesty. The problem is that someone is just not consistent. Someone is not the most honest. Someone is not the most clear and sure about what they need to do. I get it. Oh, shit. You know what? The challenge here is, because it's saying that someone's acting single. Someone acts single, behaves like they're single. They may still be attached to a past situation that now creates problems in their relationship. Past behaviors, immature behaviors, poor behaviors could be very problematic. And if there's children involved, that may have been the reason why the two of you stayed together so long. If there's success involved in your relationship, like you both are successful together, that may be the reason why it has stayed as long as it has. Okay. Excuse me. But as we know, with South Node in Libra, and with everyone taking stock of relationships and the problems they're in, someone here, if not you both, are starting to realize something needs to be done about this 100%. So that's what I have for Sagittarius. Now let's look at Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. So you, just like Sagittarius, I'm taking it a little bit at a time so I can recall what it is I'm sensing and seeing, or more sensing. So you're some of you Capricorns, like mini signs. You're done. You're tired of waiting. I get you're tired of waiting. You're tired of, you want to make things right, or you want things to just be right. There could be an apologies coming your way, or you're trying to decide whether or not you should extend an apology. And if they're coming to you, you may be at a crossroads as to what do you do about the apology that you're receiving. You don't want to come across gullible and like you should be forgiving them. So some of you are taking time trying to decide. And you may focus on other things more than this situation here. You also may avoid it as well because you've overthought it and now you don't think it's the best idea. I do see, surprisingly, there's going to be cycles that are ending. life for you right now is going to be changing, and you'll be reaping some rewards, and there's something about harvesting. So whatever hard work you've put in, energies and efforts that you've put in, you will see the rewards from it. For some of you, you may think, well, it was pointless, this was pointless, I didn't get anything out of it. No, you will get something out of it down the line. You will see whatever that you feel did not become fruitful, it will. So saying, like, be positive. The challenge is a Virgo for some of you. A literal Virgo, could be a literal Leo. Others of you, it is being alone or being away from someone. And if that is your challenge, it's saying to find your happy. If you have a child or children, that could be your happy. Find your happiness, get back out, get up, get out and go do something, so that you're focusing more on the good stuff rather than, being a hermit is what it's asking you to do. And that's how you can rectify feeling that sense of lack and alone and isolation, is to focus on and be around those that bring you happiness. And if there isn't anyone, go someplace where it's fun and it's easy and it helps you to not think about things. And sometimes it could be going to like an amusement park or something where it's more for younger people, but it's just allows you to be in the moment. Working on things definitely is what it looks like to me. I'll put that there. Working on things and trying to work on problems, right? Trying to work on issues with people and not knowing how to do it. Give it some time. I'm telling a lot of signs that give it time here. Some of you are coming at the workplace where you are kind of balls to the wall at the workplace, going at it, doing your thing, reaching out to people. I do feel wherever there may have been problem, it's almost like a clean slate. You will have people, because people are either returning back to work, so now they'll be replying, responding to you. However you're approaching your workplace and you're addressing situations, you will be met with pleasantries and niceties, nothing nasty. Now, it could get a little problematic down the line. If you're coming with any issues at the workplace, they won't say nothing now, but down the line, they could say something. So be kind of careful with that. I do get like the job is going to be putting their foot down about certain things, putting rules and regulations in place. So, yeah. You're being very strategic in how you're moving about when it comes to your business. You could be working behind the scenes and moving in silence about what all you have cooking. I also see some of you deciding to leave your business quietly, like you're transitioning into something new and you're not even telling people this yet. You may not even know it, but there's a sense of transitioning. I also see somebody maybe trying to expose you behind the scenes. I don't know who this person is, but someone could be trying to expose you, trying to find out more about you, trying to learn about you. Something about you may be an enigma, and someone seems to be very fascinated by you. You could also get a lot of inquiries about whatever you're selling, a service or a product. People are interested in knowing a little bit more about it. And they may not be ready to pay, but they're inquiring. If that makes sense. You get a job. Congratulations. You will definitely get an opportunity. Even if you've heard a no, obviously that just means not right now, because I see an opportunity and one that you'll like. You'll be making friends there. You'll have acquaintances at this job, that sort of thing. So you're going to like that new place that you're working at. Let's look at Capricorn single ladies. I'm going straight into it. Cycles are not done with you. Or you're not done with a cycle. So some of you may feel like you've been standing still since the last person of significance was in your life. I do see someone may even have made you aware that there was there's another person, something like that. I also see you kind of getting rid of people that you may be feeling like are hanger-ons, ladies. So cleaning a slate in preparation for your new year. And sending someone on their way that you just feel the cycle needs to end. So some of you could be forcing that cycle to end, forcing yourself to kind of move on and move on to somebody new after taking a bit of a break. Capricorn single men, you're going after what you want as far as love is concerned. You're going after it. even though you see it, you can go after it. You may be giving yourself pause. Because some of you are not just going to jump out there. You're not doing it for just sex purposes. You're not out there just for sex. And you may not know who to trust, basically. What's real, what's not real. You don't want to waste any time, energy, effort, money, as I was saying in the beginning. Like, you're not trying to waste any of that. So you could find yourself a little bit on edge or on guard. And you may take a step back completely, single Sagittarius. Sorry, Capricorn men. I don't know why I'm thinking about Sagittarius. Maybe because I seen the King of Wands. But you may find yourself, Capricorn men, taking a huge step back and then slowing down altogether when it comes to dating because of the money factor, because of you don't know really what's real and what's not. Okay, so couples, you're definitely I do see things kind of being on balance or trying to get back in balance to some extent. For some of you, you may feel like this is your last ditch effort. You or your person may feel like it's someone's last ditch effort. This also could be where the two of you may separate and go separate ways and kind of live at a distance from one another. And that if you already live at a distance, one of you behave like you're single. And that's the problem, where the other person doesn't behave that way. So it's something about somebody's behavior that is going to kind of come back to bite them. Whether it is I'm leaving you because I want a real relationship, or I'm putting my foot down. So somebody's going to be putting their foot down about this behavior that seems to be very too loose and too vague about what the expectations are, if that makes sense. That's what I have for you guys. Now let's look at Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius. Hey, Aquarius. Getting in a better headspace could be easier said than done. Some of you are very confused about, everything, really. A lot of things. But you may not be as worried, as concerned as you used to be or as you once were. Patience. Cooperation, ease, going with the flow, feeling overall in a kind of peaceful and stressless place could be a challenge for you right now. And that just is because the past is still very much present for you, like the problematic past, and you've got to deal with it. Unlike some other people where they could just walk away, they don't need to deal with their past. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. No, you guys need to deal with it because it's kind of holding you hostage to some extent. It's just not allowing for your life to feel as good as it can. And it has a lot to do with those buried emotions or feelings from the past. And this isn't common for the end of the year for people to feel that way. You want to be able to put your foot down, right? Establish your boundaries, whether a person likes it or fucking not. I don't care how you feel about it. I'm not having it. I know Aquariuses are like that. So you may not want to have to work so hard to get to that place, for people to see you for who you are, for people to respect you. And that sort of thing. Some of you may want eminent control too. I'm just kind of seeing this in a not so healthy way as well. But it's also saying that you need to see how good you are as a person in handling problematic situations. And if people do not respond to that well, then you shouldn't have them in your life. Right? I'm not trying to be hokey and preachy, even though I feel like I have been during these readings coming back. But it is telling you to kind of be the mature one. So don't let people get you out of character because they're trying to test you, because I get that. But it's saying to be the mature one and rise above it. Ooh, are those. Your workplace. Some of you are thinking about leaving. Not only leaving, some of you may be thinking about cursing somebody else before you go. You're going to have a talk with someone and set the record straight. I don't know about what, to who, and why, Don't know. But I do see you doing that out of nowhere. And it could also be, I'm done with this fucking place. You quit out of nowhere. You put your foot down out of nowhere. Something like that. And it could come out of nowhere. I feel like your job see the potential in you and what could be. You may be the person that they call when they need something and they need it done right and well. They may call on you. So they do see the promise of where things can go with you. I do feel like maybe because of this out of the blue behavior or something with you, this may make you more guarded. You may be guarded. You may come across, more guarded to others now. Or they may be guarded toward you now because of some out of the blue. You having to put your foot down, put people in their place. Something like that is what it looks like to me. Your business, it's looking good. You've worked hard. You've been working a lot and working hard, and it's paying off. You're seeing your hard work paying off. So that's good. Where you don't have to work as much and things are just now. Some of you have worked so goddamn hard where now your life, your business could almost be on autopilot. And some of you have a great potential to do business internationally as well. Okay, so you can get a job, but you may leave this job. You may leave the job. Something else comes in so just as quick. I think I told Taurus the same thing. I think it was Taurus. So I'm telling you the same thing because it's kind of like the same energy with Taurus. Be at the ready, stay at the ready, because you will get interest of a job that you'll take, and even more after that job that may offer far more that you can leave whatever you're either about to get or you just got, something like that. Aquarius single ladies, where you're missing him, that's all this is. You're missing him, and think about it. You feel better now that you're no longer with him, right? Some of you, you're healthier, you're in a better headspace. Yeah, you miss him, but you're not as toxic anymore. You don't feel as bound anymore. Even if he does still have a hold on you, he doesn't have it to the extent that he used to. And do expect communication. If he hasn't already scratched at your door, he will be scratching at your door. For some of you, you will be the mighty one and you'll take initiative and go after him and reach out to him. But you're going to that's either to tell a truth, to expose the truth, you have a great opportunity here to get clarity if you know that this has no staying power and you don't want to go through the disappointments down the line. You have a great opportunity to close this chapter and have closure with this person. If this is someone new and you're in a better place now, you're no longer toxic and you're getting to know someone and it feels very familiar, you may have to establish your boundaries straight away. Okay. He also could be doing that with you too. Aquarius single men, you're not in the mood. That's all it seems like to me. You're not in the mood. But sex is there if you want it. A lot of bad things are there if you want it. But you may not be doing it. Some of you may want to do it, but you can't. You may have some empathy problems. They also just may not be the urge and the crave or the want. Now that's some of you. The other side of you, Aquarius single men, are being bad boys. Bad boys. And I feel you're going to kind of clean it up. So that looks good. You're cleaning it up. So either no more bad behavior or avoiding bad behavior altogether. And that looks really good. Couples. Well, Aquarius couples, every couple is struggling. For some of you, somebody is making a decision. Do I stay? Do I go? It almost seemed like somebody already left. It seemed like someone has already left. They've picked up and they've left. So some of you, this person has already left, but still waiting. You've left, you're still waiting. This is going to take a while for, if not both of you, one of you to get over if you fully left the other person. But I definitely see a leaving, wishing, wanting. But whoever the man is, he's a little pissed here. This man is pissed. He's not happy. And some of the tricks may not work like they used to. They may not work like they used to. So be careful with that. Maybe too fucking late. I don't know. But this definitely looks like something where Somebody needs a break. They're either have taken their break or they're about to take their break. And it just may be by default. Like they don't text as much anymore. They don't text. They don't call. You don't hear that type of thing, or you. So it's something about a break being had here between the two of you. That's what I have for Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Hey, Pisces. So really quick, I'm kind of building your reading as I'm going, so I don't forget. Some of you are definitely thinking about all the work that you've put in, right? You've put a lot of work in, and there may not be a whole lot of time for rest. Not a lot of time for rest because you've been working a lot. But some of you probably will need to. You're feeling more and more confident because the more and more work that you do, the more and more you discipline yourself, the more that you deny yourself of the things, those poor, bad habits, and replacing them with healthier ones, the more confident you become because the more results you see. So that's the best confirmation you can get. Someone could have been nasty to you. It could have been you too, the way that you interacted with a person. It could have been very problematic. If someone has kind of been nasty to you, mean to you, it's saying that fire with fire, fire with fire. It's something about meeting them at the same psychological place that they met you at. So it's something psychological that you kind of need to defend yourself. So I know sometimes Pisces can be quite meek and passive, some. But it's saying that some of you are going to have to, unfortunately, you're going to have to defend yourself, and you're going to have to kind of meet fire with fire. And, this is especially true if you have something. You stand to lose something because someone may have sabotaged others before you. And it calls for someone to stand up to this person. And for some of you Pisces that don't want to lose, then you are going to have to be the person that stands up to them. Okay. You're going to have to stand up. You're going to have to fight. People may say, oh, well, that's not fair. Listen. This person is not playing fair. It may seem like they're playing fair, but they're not really. But you may be the person that's looked at as the problem, even though you have a reason to fight. Okay, or against you. It could be somebody else feeling like, well, I have to fight. I have to protect myself. I have to fight you. That sort of thing. I'm not talking about. Hopefully, it's not a physical fight. But I am getting someone putting somebody in their place, and the other person is like, no. Well, let's go. It's that type of thing. So, and it's so funny that you have the mouth, communication, understanding, inspiration happening here. So if you're not the more aggressive person, Pisces, try to go on the side of logic and reasoning with an individual, because it could very well be that you are, someone is choosing to confront you in a aggressive sort of way. So you approaching it not necessarily negative and aggressive, but logical and rational is going to help. So there's something where, and it has to happen. It has, whatever this is, it has to happen. You just want happiness. You want happiness, whether it be you're missing the husband, you're missing the wife, you're missing the kids, you're missing the home structure, all of it. But you just want to be in a very stable, happy place, right? And it's saying to get there by just being patient. Being patient, keep doing what you're doing. And if it's for you to have, which it is for some of you, you're going to have it. You're going to have your happiness. You're going to have your stability. You just have to be patient. You don't have it right now because it's not meant for you to have it. So you just have to be patient. That's all that's talking about. Some of you at the workplace, and this could be at the workplace, here go to swords again. You could also be looking and trying to contact an attorney, seeing if you want to sue, if you have an ability to sue. Because I do feel like you working at a company where these people are very unethical to some extent. They may not have paid you properly. They may be delaying actions toward you. So you may either be very walled up at work, quiet, defensive, or you're ready to, set the record straight with someone. I feel like there is an opportunity for you to get more down the line. You may find that they are being nicer to you here because they may have some plans, or this could be you being nice and approachable to them. Okay. And I do feel it could be in 4 months' time that you may receive an opportunity, a better opportunity with them. So like I'm here in June, I'm here in April, May, anywhere in there, somewhere in there. Okay. Workplace, Pisces. I'm sorry, business. You may have been taking a step back from your business, but you're back in it again. And I do feel like it's going to be, it's kind of like you're having to get your footing. If that makes sense. But you'll be back in the swing of things. You also could be trying to bring something new to your business, to your audience. It's saying give it time, because that's kind of the main word here. Every sign has a word, their word that they need to kind of like hone in on. And for yours is time, patience. So you need to just be patient. Keep it going. Like this new content that it may not resonate with them. You may get some harsh criticism, because it's something about communication that could be very harsh, whether it is coming from you, coming to you. But don't quit. Don't let anyone's, haterness come on you. Just disconnect from it and keep doing what it is that you're doing and give it time for yourself. Definitely you can have a new job. Congratulations. And you will like it. It's a very stable, well-known industry, or company that has a lot of code of conduct. So they're very structured, ethical, and there's a lot of rules and regulations to take into consideration. But if you're that type of person, you like that, that'll be great for you. And I do feel like you will align with them. You feel like I really align with this company. Something about aligning with them. Pisces single ladies, you're getting back with someone. It's just that simple. This person triggers the fuck out of you. Why are you getting back with them? I don't know. But they trigger you a lot. They really do. They put you in a place where you feel like you're in jail, like you're in prison. Hopefully there's not going to be any issues with that. And I feel like you take this person back because they're very aggressive. They're very much I don't take no for an answer type of person. And that may be something that you really like, that they come after you. They, you can't leave. They won't allow it, that type of thing. Some people like all that drama. As a result, some of you, there's love here. I usually don't do this, but I don't know. It seems like you guys are keep trying. For some of you ladies, this person is a player, and so he runs hot and cold. When he's tired of you, he's cold. When he's horny after you, he's hot. So, Pisces single men, you're getting in a better headspace, but out of the blue, you may feel like money is funny, money is tight. Some of you may kind of out of the blue feel like feel the feelings of the breakup, of the past breakup, whichever one that will hit you hardest. But surprisingly, there's going to be a new beginning. For some of you, it's new money coming your way. It's more money coming your way, or there's a new opportunity coming your way. So if you've had money issues, I don't know why I want to say Leo men. I'm talking about Pisces single men. So I don't know if it'll be around Leo season or since, I don't know if it's been since August you've been financially tapped, or by August you will be in a better place. But it's just basically saying that there's going to be a new opportunity. And as far as love is concerned, it's saying it's going to be in a better opportunity. For some of you, if you meet someone, you may continue to feel like it's not good. It's not. It's in a bad space, or you've met the wrong person. The right one will come your way, so don't worry about that. Couples, there's a lot of lying. There's a lot of shit, a lot of hiding, a lot of lying. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of lying. All right? It's a lot of lying. All right? All right? So I could keep saying it's a lot of lying. It's a lot of lying, a lot of outside people. It's just too many cooks in the kitchen. That's it. Too many damn cooks. When I'm talking about cooks, everybody's not having sex. This is people's family, friends, the internet. There's like so much people is involved in this shit. It does not even make any sense. Some of you are going to secretly get back together. Like behind the scenes, you're secretly getting back together with somebody. Just because the shit has gotten blown out of proportion. Too many people have their opinions and you guys don't want to deal with the ridicule. So you'll do it behind the scenes. Others of you, there's a lot of shit happening behind the scenes. A lot that either you don't know about or you're not telling. So yeah, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th parties is going on. There's a lot going on behind the scenes between you, your person, and a bunch of other people. That's what I have for all of you guys. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.